Welcome to Light Yoga. This is an option to do before a meditation workout if you prefer. Otherwise, you can just use this as part of your day. It takes about 8 minutes to go through our poses today. So go ahead and find a comfortable position using a mat or a rug, carpet, something comfortable on your joints. And we're going to start with child's pose. So from here, you're going to get on to all fours. And you're going to put your toes together and widen the knees towards the outside of the mat. Sink the hips back towards the heels and walk the arms out away from the body. As you can see, I am 9 months pregnant here, so a great modification for those who are pregnant, have low back pain, or are not quite flexible yet is to rest your forehead on top of your fists. You can also grab a pillow and place the pillow between the knees, underneath the belly, and kind of rest your head there. You want to kind of drop your hips and your tailbone down and your chest towards the mat to feel a nice deep stretch through the spine. And here, focusing on the breathing, nice deep inhale through the nose, open mouth exhale. Continue this deep breathing of a couple more here. One last exhale. Rise up to all fours, making sure your wrists are below your shoulders and your knees are below your hips. We're going to go into cat-cow. So nice deep inhale, gaze up towards the sun. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tail. Inhale, lift as much as you can get in that spine, really warming up that back. And go to your breath here, your pace, whatever you're comfortable with. Really exaggerate that rounding. Good. Last one. And bring it back to neutral. We're going to go into a dolphin pose, very similar to child's pose. You're going to drop down to the elbows. We're going to go ahead and rock back and forth. So as you're on the elbows, you're going to go ahead and inhale, shift back the hips back, and then bring it back to start position. You're going to feel a nice stretch in the lats here and the shoulders. We're going to do a hold here in just a second. Good, bring it back and hold. Deep inhale and exhale. One more. And exhale, shift the hands underneath the shoulders, bring it back up to all fours. And we're going to move into spinal balance or bird dog, as you may have known. You're going to kick the right leg back, find your balance, and then the opposite arm reaches out. On the exhale, return back to the mat and switch to the other sides. Trying to keep your balance, your hips square with the mat, your gaze is also towards the floor, and a nice neutral spine. Good. Inhale, lift, and exhale, return. Inhale, and exhale. One more each side here. Good. Next, we're going to go ahead and bring our arms out in front of the mat, tuck the toes, nice deep inhale at the bottom, exhale, shift up and back into downward facing dog. Great way to stretch the hamstrings behind the knee all the way to the glutes. Great for the low back. So you're going to press that chest towards the back wall, towards your toes, dig those palms into the mat as far as comfortable. Optional to bend the knees here if there's any sort of discomfort. And continue with those deep breaths. Last one. Exhale, shift down to all fours. Stretching that lower body, continuing with that. Upper body. We're going to move into child's pose with an arm stretch. So again, we're still stretching that low back. We're going to continue with the upper body. So tucking that arm underneath Your gaze following, sinking those hips towards the heels, and breathing. You should feel this like in the posterior deltoid, that shoulder. Try to reach your temple or your forehead to the mat. And we're going to switch sides here. Last breath. And slowly bring it back up to all fours. And here's where we're going to stretch the lower body. Walk your hands to your knees. Lift the chest up and take the right leg out in front into a lunge position. Great way to stretch the hip flexors. You're just going to push that hip forward. And we're going to add a spinal twist here. So opposite arm rests on that knee. Open the chest towards the right side. And arm will follow. Spread those fingertips wide. Nice deep breath. And again, feeling that stretch on the back quad, hip flexor area. Bring it back to neutral. Slowly and easily switch legs. Taking your time. Again, push those hips forward. Making sure you're still 90. Go ahead and slowly into your twist. Breath. Finish here. And back to neutral. Alright, option to stay up on your knees like this or sit back into your heels. We're going to go ahead and do a chest opener, so bring your hands behind your back, closer to your glutes. If you can interlock the fingers, great, as shown here. Press them towards the floor, lift the chest up to the sky, gaze can follow, and you're going to feel it stretch right in that front chest area, so the front of the shoulder across. We're going to do deep breaths, really get the oxygen into the muscles. And that kind of concludes all of our poses. You have an option here to go into corpse pose, so laying on your back, or in a seated position, finishing out a nice relaxation option. So you can now move into meditation if you'd like. That is another video posted up above and linked here. Guys, have a great rest of your day.